Well, it's been 1 year about since I've been here in front of this camera like this. I did another video for my Escape Overland channel, and I did a couple videos actually. I just hadn't posted all of them. One video I did didn't do too bad, but I just want to give you an update on where I am for this year from the last year, since the last time that I was here. Since then, I worked about as hard as I could ever work. I had my biggest year in photography and videography since I started, thank God. I'm learning something. But the number one thing where I'm at, what I've learned, is I can't keep this up. I cannot possibly keep up what I'm doing and still serve my clients and grow the way I want to with my craft. The only way that I'm going to be able to do that is by working much smarter. So to kind of let you know what happened, I was taking I'd get a telephone call, and business is good, so I don't advertise or haven't advertised up until this point. And I just get calls in, and everybody needs to have somebody come out right away. Very rarely does anybody ever want to schedule for the future. Everybody wants something booked in just the next couple days. At least that's been the client base so far. Everything's a week or less planned out. You wind up going out and shooting and then having a fast turnaround. It's a fast turnaround business. Real estate business is proven to be that way. Everybody wants their stuff really, really fast, which is great. I love to serve my customers. It's not a complaint. It is a fact that I'll get a call. They want me to come out fast. And because I've been doing this just for a couple of years now, and I want to be successful, I want to get as many clients as I can, make as much money as I can, I keep on taking more clients. And I keep on kind of lying to myself that I can keep up with it all. So I'll end up doing 3 to 5 shoots sometimes in a single day, or I'll do several videos along with photography in a single day. And then I'll come home, and when I'm done with that, I got to try to deliver by the next day or the following day for the photos, and video shortly after. And then video, is a whole beast all by itself that takes time. And then you got to re-edit things for folks. And by the time you're done, this past year I had very few weekends at all. I had only a couple to myself, and very little spare time, and I didn't work out at all. And I had a good year in business. I got a bunch of stuff, including a lot of debt, trying to get more gear. The money's coming and everything was good. But a photographer, there's a lot of tools. There's a lot of equipment and a lot of inventory that you got to have. And so I was lucky to be able to develop that over the course of the year. And acquire all those tools, lighting and more lighting and other cameras and more, the lenses that I always wanted. I got those lenses, and microphones, the best microphones for what I'm using them for that I could possibly get. The best gimbals, just the best bags for that stuff. I mean, hell, bags are a good bag. My first bag died on me just this past year, and that was after 5 years of using that bag. So that was a less expensive bag. It's a good bag, but I have a lot of stuff now. So big bags, what, $350 just for a bag. And it's worth it because you got to have a good bag. You're carrying around thousands of dollars, so you need to have a good bag to take care of it, and it's got to be comfortable and all that. And that bag will last me 10 years. So it's not a complaint about spending the money. It's not even a complaint about getting into debt. It's just, and it's not even, there is no complaint. What I'm doing right now is I'm stating fact. The course I chose to go was work myself to pieces and put myself in debt to try and manage to get everything that I needed to build my business. And so that's where I am today. I haven't gotten to work out for a year. Haven't at least set time for it. I've been working myself to pieces. I even let a couple important people to me, a couple important clients to me down with not getting their stuff back to them in time. And that, I hate that. That's not cool. It only happened twice in the past year, but it still wasn't cool. That's an honest update. My intentions for this next year are a bit different. I need to work on me. Still fully intend to continue doing real estate photography and videography. Also, weddings are going to be on the list of things that I do this year, and portrait photography. I got all the gear for it and I have the experience. I'd like to put my business in that direction. But the other big thing that I wanted to focus on this year big things that I want to focus on this year, like major focus outside of my business and directly serving my clients through going out and shooting video or photography, is I want my channel. It's time to take some extra time for myself. Over the past week or two, I started working out, and that's something. Just working out for a minute helps my body start to get back. I was getting in bad shape. I knew if I didn't stop being exactly the way I had been, I was going to be in trouble physically. My body was going to shut down on me. That's just a fact. It's not. It's how it is. And I think I'm lucky to be able to call it and hopefully catch it before it catches me. But that's something I've got to do. The other thing is that aside from taking care of me physically, I can see maybe not my end game, but I can see my next game. Just like I have to block time out to take care of myself, doing push-ups, getting a run in, sit-ups, pull-ups, getting some good workouts in, and hopefully, my body will start to get back where it needs to, so I can do some more intense workouts and more intense runs, and be that young stud I was a while back. I need to exercise this, doing video, being comfortable in front of the camera, bringing value to others in a way that, it can multiply. It can be a multiplier of myself. Just to kind of spit it, I did well this year, but if I got sick tomorrow or today, everything stops. I'm done. I may have some business insurance. I may have a little coverage, but that only goes so far. If I got sick, I've got nothing. This year I'll be 45. That's a problem. Not just talking about savings. I mean, just income. If I got sick, it's done. That's not a cool place to be. So my goal for this next year is to develop a channel or two where my life is not revolving necessarily around just that next gig. That's not to say that I don't want to do all of the work that I can. Please don't mistake me. But I may not take jobs 7 days a week. I mean, I wouldn't turn away a job on a Sunday if somebody called up on a Friday. If they needed me on a Saturday and I could fit it in, I would. If somebody called and said, "Hey, Paul, look, man, I really need you." If they told me they needed me to get out there, "Hey, Paul, I need you to get out there." I just felt blessed for having the business. I'd say, "Man, I don't know if I can fit you in, but here's what I'll do, especially if it's on Lockbox. You just tell me the Lockbox, I'll get it. I'm going to squeeze it in." 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning rolls around, I'm still up. If I don't have it all done for my forum real fast, I feel like I'm horrible. I'll go back to sleep. I'll get 3 hours. I'll wake back up. And that's just stupid on my part. It's just dumb. Being able to say no is really important. And the other thing that's really, really important is work in your business, but work on your business. And I'll be selling myself way short. I like to give people the most value, and I want to feel like, giving them reasons that they don't want to use anybody else. And if I'm going to be honest about myself, to myself, 95% of the time, I know that I deliver on that. I can't say 100% of the time because, I'm human. 99% of the time, I'm able to deliver on that. but I always feel like it's not fast enough, or I don't. If it is fast enough, or whether it's fast enough or not, sometimes I feel like I want to do better on it. I want to be able to focus on it more. My work is more valuable than that, and I want my work to be more valuable than that. So trying to spit out, getting to the point. Being able to focus on my brand. Being able to focus more and take more time out and focus more on clients that aren't quite so budget minded, and being able to focus on the jobs that I really want to focus on. That's where I want to be. And I want something that lasts. I mean, nuts. No two ways about it. I want to be able to go to sleep at night and have money coming. And YouTube and a channel, videos, do that for you. Period. They work for you while you're sleeping. Now, I do know what it's like because I've worked so hard for my customers. This isn't bragging. None of it, please, I don't have anything to brag about. But if it got misconstrued that I'm bragging, I'm not bragging. I'm giving a point of fact about where I am and what I've done so far. What I've done, what I've experienced. If I was going to talk about making money in my sleep, I may not make money in my sleep, but my clients do tell other clients about what I do. And then I wake up to more business. That's something I've experienced. I may not be making money in my sleep the way I would like to by, selling copies of prints of shoots that I've done in the past, or people calling up and saying, hey, we're not going to steal copyright on your photos for this community that you shot. We want to buy those photos from you like we're supposed to. Being able to make a product that sells more than once and multiply my efforts, I guess, is the point I'm trying to get at. I want to be able to multiply my efforts so that my work goes further. And that's one of the reasons, so it's one of the beauties of doing video and photography in the first place, is that you can multiply your efforts. So that's my goal this year. My goal is to multiply my efforts and to build my brand in a little bit different direction than what I have done just this past year or in the past before that. I really want to get into spending a little bit more time on my edits. I do a very good job editing, or for what my price point that most of my clients are paying. I know I deliver on the very, very top end of it, and maybe a little bit beyond what the price point calls for. And that's what I like to do. That's how I want to be. But I still want to move to the next price point and get paid for it. And I also want to be a little bit less location based, where I want to work this location, but I also want to have the freedom to move around a little bit more. Being able to go camping for a weekend and being able to say, hey, I don't want to work this weekend. Nope, I can't do the surprise real estate emergency shoot this Saturday or tomorrow like you're asking me to, because I have a life. And as much as I'd love to just drop everything for you, me and my family also matter to me. And I'm just going to set some boundaries this year. I'm going to claim some time for myself. I'm going to claim a little extra time for delivery as well. So far, my delivery time has been, if I shot something this afternoon for photography on a regular real estate job, I'd have it delivered the next day, morning. The next morning, I wake up and then I go out and be on more shoots. Keeping up that pace is not realistic. So I'm going to have to take the next day off every day to be able to deliver. Or I'll have to hire some editors, one of the two. I need to trust that those editors are going to do what I like, deliver the type of product that I'm used to delivering and not cut into my bottom line. Or, I have to raise the bottom line to be able to keep that pace up. The other thing is, I got really excited. Like I said, I'll be 45 this year. I've been doing a ton of research on other YouTubers, people with their channels. Well, I've been doing video for a long time. I've been putting video together for a long time for other people. I got a good experience creating videos, especially quick ones that have a good production value. They have a good production value and they can get done pretty fast. They can get done really fast. It's time I put that to work for myself. And that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to mix words. How about open transparency? I'm doing right around 100 grand as a real estate photographer. So my goals are, though, this year is to begin to replace that with not being so location centric so that I have to stick here. And I put 40,000 miles on my truck this past year. I got a brand new Toyota Tacoma, which I love, and I put 40,000 miles. I bought it in December of last year, and this year, today, it has 41,000 miles on it. I had 19 miles when I got it. That's how much I drove last year for appointments. And I only went camping with it twice. That's kind of tough. Like, you know, it's nice to sit down and verbalize these things, memorialize, you know, put them to memoriam in video, because when you say it out loud and when you're expressing it, it's that moment of truth. It says, this is what your reality is, dude. You can't paint it better than it is. I mean, I could. It's YouTube. I could do a slow motion thing with some flowers and make you some coffee. Like, I think a lot of guys like doing videos of coffee getting made or something. But and then show how cool their life is. I have no desire to do that. What you see is what you get. You're gonna get me as me. I'm not gonna try to not be me. And so that's what I'm gonna bring you here for the rest of the year. And what I'm gonna bring you is me getting out of that rut. At least you get to watch me try to get out of it. I think I can. I know I can. I know the steps. I know the pieces. I'll bring the steps later. There are a ton of videos that you can go to watch that other people have made on exactly how to get out of those steps. The cool thing for me is this. One, I have every piece of equipment to make it an amazing channel. I've got lenses and camera bodies and microphones and lights. I've got fast setups and nice big complicated setups. I got it all. I don't need to spend a penny to make a great YouTube channel as far as production value is concerned. Not a penny. But what I need to do, the hardest part for me, is saying, yeah, I know I owe this video to my clients. I know I have this to do. I know I have that to do. I got to manage my time better and give a minute to myself and know that I earned that minute for myself, just like I know that I earned the dollar for myself, and claim that for myself. And I don't know if there's any of you out there that have an equally hard time for me. I'm going to say, you know, just for me to be in front of the camera right now, I have a few jobs that I've got to get done. It is really difficult for me to be here. It's difficult because I don't feel like I deserve to be here until I get everything done. And the problem is I'm never getting everything done. By the time I have it all done, I have more stuff on my plate and I haven't boxed out a second for myself. And man, that sucks. That's my fault. I take the blame. That's on me. But so is fixing it. And this is me fixing it. I'll be better for it. I'll be a better photographer. I'll be a better businessman for it. But I've got to do that for myself. But the other part of that is that it doesn't leave me the energy to be fake. So I don't have I can't make stuff up. What you're gonna get for this next year out of this for me is actually me. It's gonna be me going through my stuff. And I'm gonna try and make it as interesting as possible. I'll become a better speaker. I'll watch YouTube videos on becoming. I got an A in speech class in college, if that helps. Like if you want to know why it's going to be awesome to watch me over this next year, aside from this beautiful video quality that you've got right now, I took speech in college, and I did pretty good at it. And I was also in 2 high school plays with some serious roles. I even had a kissing scene in high school, which that was kind of a big deal. Not wanting to say, don't want to toot my own horn, but toot. Seriously, I don't have energy to make up, put on a show, nor do I have the desire to. What you see is what you get. If you decide to watch, make sure you like and subscribe. If you haven't liked yet and you haven't subscribed yet, get on there and push some buttons. I think I have 25 subscribers right now, maybe 30. We got to get that number up, boy. You're going to see me do it, or you're going to see me fail. Either way, it'd be entertaining. If I succeed, that's going to be awesome, because you're going to see a guy go from not down. I'm not down. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm not in a horrible place. I mean, I think I'm in a horrible place, just because I've got a lot of changes to make just to be able to survive. And it's not feeding myself survive or pay my bills survive. I got that handled. I'm just talking about if I keep going in the road I'm going, I'm not going to go very far, because there's more to this life than paying bills and spitting out videos. And I'm not going to be able to do the parts of my life that mean the most to me, which are really being able to dive deeper, and challenging myself, not just with how long can I stay awake, or how many edits can I get done in a day, but what kind of work can I really produce? And can I produce something that's going to last? And can I build myself a cool enough life that I get to experience this world that we live in and enjoy it and share it with others? And can I build a life for myself that I think is awesome and that other people think is awesome, and that they want to actually live themselves and show them how to do it? Man, if I could do that, that's been my dream for a long time. I mean, a long time. So just to get to the point, I'm looking forward to a big year. I hope you come on this journey with me. It's going to be my best year yet. Let's do this. If you want to see more videos like this and you want to see where this goes, be sure to like and subscribe down below. It helps the channel out a whole bunch. I mean, right now it really helps the channel out. And this is where it all, well, considering there's only one other video here, this is where it's going to begin. Let's do this.